Greetings, Indigo Earth. This is Bhagya Shalini with another thought on meditation. We are the child we want to be. We have to understand, for the universe or the source or whoever you think of as the Almighty, we are all children. And we are at our best when we are children. They always say that the child is the father of the man, and that is very true. There was once a village where two naughty little kids lived, and they were the most precious little moments that everybody had, and they were forever telling stories, enjoying and playing out in the yonders. They were everywhere, and it was very difficult for them to be at one place, and now people had given up on tracing them or chasing them, and they just let them be. And on one such day, when the children were playing, they just went into the jungle, and they went deep into the jungle. Over there was a well, and they just saw a frog, jumping towards the well, hopping towards the well. And the children were very, very excited, and they followed. And because they were not very old children, one was about 10 and the other was 7. And the child who was about 10 years old was a little more well-built than the child who was 7. And as they were running, and the child who was 10-year-old, being faster, ran towards the well and tripped and fell into the well. And the little kid, the 7-year-old kid, did not know what to do. He was flabbergasted and stunned also, but he had to do something. He couldn't lose his best friend. He just couldn't sit there and watch his best friend drown. So he just looked around, and he found an old pail with a rope, and he just threw it in and started pulling the elder child out of the well. Though it was very difficult, he was panting, he knew that it was the most difficult thing, but he never gave up, because for him whatever mattered at that moment was that his friend needed to be out. He needed to get his friend out of that well, and he did it in a beautiful way. He put in all his energy, his soul into it, and he just pulled and pulled and pulled till the elder child was out. They both were so happy, and they both got a new lease of life, and they again just hopped back to the village. And when everybody saw the elder one to be so wet, they questioned, like, what have you been doing? How come you got wet? So the child told his family that he fell into the well, and how this young little kid saved him. And they just couldn't believe it. And trust me, even I wouldn't believe it if somebody came and told me a puny little kid would help a 10-year-old who was a little well-built, pull him out of the well. Yes, it does seem impossible, but then miracles do happen. Magic is always existing. And the universe is nothing but magic, illusion, or Maya. And that Maya works only on more. Yeah, that's the love you put in. So that little kid had put in all the love to save his friend, because for him all that love was his friend. And so this child was like telling the story. Nobody believed it, and then they went and told the neighbors, and the neighbors said that no, this is not true, maybe he's just trying to cover up, or this is a story. And they went to the village elder, and who was also the community head, and they told him that see, this child is saying that this little kid pulled him out of the well. And he said, okay, let me hear the story once again. And this elder kid narrated the story, and the younger one also put in his efforts, and they both were like, see, this is how he pulled me up, and look at his hands, they're bleeding now. And so the village elder said, yes, they're speaking the truth. So they said that how can you even believe, how can you even think that this little kid can pull such a big monstrous kid out of the well? So he says the reason we need to believe is because we were not there to tell him that he cannot do it. And when there's nobody to tell you that you cannot do it, you can do it. There's no stopping. Even you don't tell yourself. He did not have the time to tell himself that I need to think whether I can do it. He was acting. He was in action. There was no time for reactions. There were just actions. That's how little children are. That's how we need to be. If we need to work, we need to meditate, we need to have that little kid in us who can just apply all his love and work magic. That is how we need to meditate also, to focus. Children only focus on things they love. They'll just be there. You put their best cartoons, you give them the best food. No, if they are thinking of something they want to do, or there is some prank going on in their mind, they are doing it. For them, it is never that the prank can wait and I need to fill in my stomach, or it's time to sleep. For them, the focus is just on that little prank, on that moment where they need to be. They need to let out all that emotions they're enjoying for that little thing, or that little prank. And they do it at the best. It is not meant to destroy anybody, hurt somebody, control someone. They are doing it for the pleasure of themselves. They're not telling other people to do it for them. They play with imaginary friends. They just be. And that is what meditation is. Just being. Just focusing on clearing your mind of all that is not needed, so that you can concentrate on what you really enjoy doing, finding that child in you. You can concentrate on finding that little child in you which can make magic happen. The magic is within you, the love is within you. Moh, Maya, sab hamare andar hai. We all are made of Moh and Maya. Just that we apply it in the wrong way. We apply the love in wrong places. When we want to express love, it is more of power and control. Let it be. That's not how you're meant to be. You're God's favorite child. Everybody is God's favorite child. So you need to understand, yes, I just read you are loved. Yes, all children are loved, because a parent, God is our parent, and He loves everybody. He loves seeing that smile on your face, the joy, the peace, the love you create. So just be that child. You don't need to be a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, or probably a wife or a husband, a girlfriend, boyfriend. Just be. Enjoy the love you can create. Enjoy the love you are feeling. Enjoy the love that is the surrounding. Enjoy making love out of nothing at all. And to create that love, that magic, we need to discover that little child. That little child is within us. It is us. So all we need to do is be that little child, find that little child, so that we can live that life. We become that little child who just understands that love is enough to create everything. Love is just the magic that is needed. It is the joy he puts in, or she puts in. It is the joy that we feel. We don't need to just kind of go rampant thinking about the thoughts that the media is creating for us, or what the public is thinking about us, or what our family is going to think for us. There's admissions going on now. The first cut-off list of DU has come, and children are really worried that what is going to happen, which subject do we take, what do we opt for. The only thing right now the child needs to understand is just opt for love, whatever you love, even if it is just a small subject as painting. I'm not even talking about fine arts. I'm not talking about taking BFA or talking about becoming an artist or a painter or becoming an actor. No. If you enjoy cooking, just go there and do things that get that creativity out in you. Make you feel that love or the magic which you make with food. If you love paints, then just go and become an artist. Because that's where your love is, and that's where the magic happens. Magic only happens once you have love. And it is not necessary that just express yourself. It is not necessary the other person needs to love that. The other person will also learn to enjoy what you enjoy. Because they see that feeling, that air is full of love and joy and peace. Everybody loves being in that. So whatever you enjoy doing, whatever you think is your love and you can create magic, go do that. And for that, just focus on meditation so that you can find that inner child. Find what gives that inner child joy. Find the love of the inner child. Trust me, if we all start enjoying doing what we want to do, we will become the best of us. Thank you so much. See you again on Sunday, and really pray that we all can find our love and create magic every moment. Thank you so much.